What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler, aka Pat from England. What's going on, everyone? Woo! You're tonight. You're fighting Phils. They lost. They lost by one. It feels like they lost by 20. It feels like the Pittsburgh Pirates had 20 runs on the board, and they only lost by one run. But it's painful. It's painful when the team does not. How can I put this? It started ugly with your starting pitcher. Aaron Nola was sloppy today. And I got to blame Rob Thompson as well. You know how he goes. He flops like a fish in the fourth. He's terrible. He's sloppy. He gives a knuckle curveball right down the middle. He didn't have to turn around. He already knew that was going yard. Terrible today. No, his pitching, his demand, it was horrible. His curveballs, his fastballs, he was throwing all over the plate. And Rob Thompson has nothing going. No one getting warmed up. We know how he goes in the fourth. Majority of the time, the season wrote itself for you. And what the crazy part is? The Phillies actually have one of the best pitching staff, the starting pitching staff in the league. Yeah, you're fighting Phils. It's crazy to think that. Oh man, I'm getting loaded with some comments. So let's get right into the fun here. My man John, what's up, John? I got nothing. John, neither do I. I don't get it. I don't understand the fighting Phils. Walter checking in. Nolan Castellanos stunk up the joint. Yeah. And you know what, Walter Castellanos 0 for 9 in this series. Where's he been? I don't want to hear he'll get his head together. My broadcast partner Mike and Al give him a pass. They give everybody around here passes. I don't know. Maybe it's like us guys from the Northeast. We're trained different. You know, especially in my neck of the woods, maybe we see things different. We don't give no one passes. It's what you're doing here. We don't look down the road. And how about another one stinking up? Trey Turner. I'm serious. I put a post out on Facebook. I'd rather see at this point. I'd rather see the Philly Fanatic take a spot. Give Johan Rojas his time. Give Johan Rojas his time. He brings energy. He's young. He's hungry. You see the defensive plays that he makes out there in the outfield. The kid gets on base. He can hit. Sean Kilrain checking into the show. I got something for you, John. Noah Blows. They're rotational pitcher. Sean, the defense was put to bed. Harper and Marsh, to be exact. Yeah, to be exact, you're right there, Sean. Bryce Harper didn't have a good game. Playing at first. Defensive errors were horrible. Again, and Brandon Marsh can't play the field either. He can't play the field either. He stinks as well, but everyone just wants to zoom in on Kyle Schwarber so bad. Well, guess what? Kyle Schwarber is your DH. Now what? I mean, why does everyone give the pass to Brandon Marsh? Why? Because he has a long beard. I don't get it. I mean, did they dig the beard and that's why he's got a pass? I don't understand. But this team was horrible tonight, all around. All around. You got one. Brandon Marsh did come up though with that nice thing that drove in that double that drove in 3 ribbies, and then Jake Cave came up right behind with that back-to-back double that drove in Brandon Marsh with the ribby, and then after that it was just Kyle Schwarber. I mean, at least one thing about Kyle Schwarber, he walked on base. And how about this? And I don't know if anyone's paying attention to this stat. Aaron Nola is 4th in the league in giving up home runs. Is 4th in the league in giving up home runs. Terrible. And like I get it. It doesn't help that the starting this lineup, the lineup alone gets mowed down. The bottom half has been fine. But this top half lineup, they get mowed down. Like, what was the point of putting Nick Castellanos up at the second hitter? He's been struggling as well. I don't get it. You may have to, and I'm tired of the Trey Turner excuses too. Well, I give him a mulligan. Like, I love my broadcast partner, Mike, but he always gives him a mulligan. I give him a mulligan. Nick Castellanos didn't get on fire till. Well, guess what? This dude's getting paid $300 million. The dude looked good in March on the World Baseball Classic. No more excuses. No more. It's sink or swim business. That's what the business is. And if he's not going to play well till next year, I don't want him on. Then don't play till next year. This is playoff time. This is playoff time. You're in a wild card hunt. Frustrated, guys. I'm just frustrated. Let's man, as the comments are just boiling up with people, and I completely understand. Here goes my man Ryan checking into the show. Ron, he says Joe Rojas is getting traded. Why else would he have been called up from Double A? Really think about that. Only reason he's to be shown he gets more value in trade. I hear you, Ryan. Do you want to trade him? Honestly, I mean, look, if you get a whole back for him, fine. If you're going to get an arm back, that's great. Um, but the pitching's been very consistent. You cannot count on Zach Wheeler and Nola on a day-to-day, or anybody. Wheeler, Walker, you can't count on these guys. Sanchez, Ranger Suarez, you can't count on these guys. Here goes some more. I want to get some more of these great comments. Jeff checking in. Jeff says he says Rob Thomas should have taken Noel out when the first two batters got him in the fifth inning. Pathetic. Yeah, Jeff. It was pathetic. And Ryan checking in again. Pache is actually a better defender than Rojas. Hopefully, Pache can get the start health. It can start staying healthy. Yeah. Sean Kellerain checking in. He's talking about to Ryan. Ryan, that's a given showcase. He has the talent, but I like to see him stay. Steve checking in. Steve, thanks for checking in. Our stars other than Harper are not playing like stars. I do. You could give Harper a pass today. Tonight, you can't give Harper a pass. Harper couldn't hit. He's going to hit his weight. Harper was stinking up tonight, my man. I don't know what game you were watching, if that's what you're saying. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but yeah, I think he was stinking up the joint. Sean Kilrain's checking in. His sources say Phillies and White Sox have been in communications on a trade for Luis Robert Jr. I'd like to see that happen. Real fast, Ryan says he won't stay. Castellanos has lost 40 points off his average since beginning name to the All-Star game. Yeah, and it's major concern, Steve. Major concern. This dude is on the back of a milk carton. I'm trying to find this guy. I haven't seen him. Where is he? Where is Nick Castellanos? Where is this All-Star? I want to hear the excuses. Where's the excuse train for him? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing the Nick Castellanos excuse train. I don't know, man. He's been stinking up. Maybe he needs a day or so. He's not hitting in a 2-hole. He's not hitting in a 5 or 6. Again, I get it. You're paying these guys a lot of money, and they're not producing. And people are like, oh, what are you bugging out for? They only lost by a run. Yeah, well, you can't be losing. And again, this is where the Phillies struggle again. These rookie young pitchers that the Phillies, I don't know what they do on the road. I don't know, or when they think of young rookies that they're going to have their game. I don't know what they think. I don't know if they go out and they celebrate. I don't know what they do. But they don't do film session. They don't do video, breakdowns. Where's your video breakdown? What this kid can't do? The kid doesn't have a fastball. He throws a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. That's it. He has a sinker. That's it. He's nothing special. But these guys can't. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. Here goes Ryan checking in again. No, I don't want him to trade it, but he would. But he have been borrowed from Double A. He's only up to be a showcase. We'll see about that, Ryan. Steve checking in. Dude, our pitching has been the best in the MLB. Our hitting is the problem. Hey, look, and Steve, I agree with you. The hitting has been a problem. The hitting has been a problem. I'm not going to disagree on that. I'm on the same boat with you. It's the starting lineup, the starting half, top heavy. Doesn't look too top heavy to me. Jeez, Jeff checking in. I say we, I say we fire Ken Long and hire the Braves hitting coach. Yeah, I like to see that. Listen, it's time for a change, Jeff. Time for a change. Enough is enough. I've had enough. Steve checking in. I say no tonight for Harper. You can't read apparently. Oh, well, I can read, Steve. I'm sorry. After I made that assumption, I said I could be reading it wrong. So yeah, I can read, Steve. Thank you so much. Uh, you might need an earwax there, my man. You might want to clean those out. But anyway, Mr. Rudy Poo checking in. All three men, all 30, all the 30 upping guys are playing like they don't give a bleep. Harper has been playing since he has not running out. The base knocked him out against the Guardians. Something happened to him in the locker room after the game. I don't know. I don't know. Trey Castellanos for Verling and yeah, I don't know. And Maton. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty good. Team hitting under 100 with a base loaded in the last month. Yeah, that's a problem, Steve. Steve, that's a huge problem. Dude, Steve, yeah, that sounds bad. That's bad. Jeff Jackman. Phillies always play down to the lesser teams instead of clobbering them like the Braves. Yeah, well, that's the difference between the Phillies and Braves. That's the difference. The Phillies and Braves is a major difference. The Braves are playing very, very good baseball. They're the best team in major leagues. Mr. I'm sorry, I skipped there with my man Ryan. I don't want another free swinging, undisciplined, impatient, high strikeout guy. Lewis, uh, Lewis Robert is always that. Enough of them in this lineup. Phillies need more a variable, disciplined, selective, patient hitter who walks decently with a batting average, who knocks some runs. Yeah, I totally agree. Um, Mr. Rudipook checking in. Nola pitching is like Syndergaard last year. Um, you got to make a case for that, Mr. Rudy Poo. Jim checking in. Jim, dude sounds hammered. Uh, I don't know who sounds hammered. Me? Here goes a man, Steve checking in. Turner, Castellanos, Romuto killing the team. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Steve. I kind of made the assumption. I get it. Castellanos, Romuto. He's a great defender. Again, he can track down anybody who's trying to steal bases. I get all that. I would love to trade him. Love to trade him. He's got value. And people are going, oh, you're nuts. You're crazy. Well, you can't trade the great JT Realmuto. Trade him. Trade him now. Here we go again. Ryan says, you're insane. Long has helped Scott Stott and Marsh, Pache too. Coaches can only teach. They can do the performance for the guys. It's up to the guys who adjust their perform. I hear you. I hear that. Here goes Mr. Rupu. Harper probably mad at Topper for dropping his body down, trade down to the lineup. That was horrendous performance. Yeah, listen, again, you're supposed to be in the lineup and you're supposed to be playing well. You're supposed to be doing a lot better, and they're not. It's been hard. Look, I don't care. You can't be mad at his boy for dropping him in the lineup. You got to do your job. You got to do your job and perform. And Trey Turner hasn't. I wrote a post today. They might consider the Phillies putting in the lineup after today. Jesus. Steve Conley checking in. Thomas is not as great as everyone thought he was last year. Too patient with bad performances. Yeah, Steve, I totally agree. Like today, that fourth told you the whole story. That fourth told you the whole story. Like there's nobody warm up in the bullpen. There was nobody. There was nobody. There was nobody. Mr. Rudy Poo checking in. We thought we got a patient hitter in Trey. Laugh, laugh, laugh. He forgot how to play once he pulled the unit on the SMH. He's always it's always a Philly man. Yeah. And here goes Mr. Rupio. I'm not saying Nola giving up. I'm not saying Nola is giving up a lot of hard hit balls like Thor last year. So like I said, first of all, I want to thank everybody tuning into the show. Look, I'm a little tongue twisted. I'm a little upset, just like the rest of the world, right? And this is the reason why. I think it's obvious that this Phillies team was bad tonight. And like I said, they just lost by 1 run, and we're all going nuts. But again, I think Steve alluded to it. How many times that we had bases loaded and we couldn't capitalize? The defense deficiencies was a big problem tonight. Bryce Harper stunk it up tonight, and you can't say that. Not my Bryce Harper. You can't say Bryce Harper stunk it up. He stunk it up tonight. You can admit it. I can admit it. He was bad tonight. Defense, offense, he was swinging at whatever. He got schooled by a rookie. The kid had him chasing, and he knew it. He got embarrassed at the plate. Embarrassed. Come on, guys. You know it's true. You know it's true. You agree or disagree? I don't care, but Bryce Harper got embarrassed. Steve checking in again. I know Schwarber has gone on base in the last 2 nights, but we are seriously okay. 185 leadoff. Why is Sorry casting out bat in second? Yeah, Steve. I want to allude on this point. And me and my man Al Safir talked about it, and Al Safir was right. Listen, your power bat, it doesn't have the best batting average. He don't. Even Ryan Howard really didn't have that great of a batting average. He's only there to slug it. So, like, Kyle Schwarber only has 3 options in his playbook: home run, walk, or strikeout. That's it. And it was a walk night for him. So, I mean, look, I guess it's a good thing to get him on base. Well, he ain't going to try to steal no bases at all. But listen, man, there's a lot of question marks, and with you guys constantly chiming in, this says it. So before I go into any further, let me get in some of these great sponsors. First one was, like I said, to everyone chiming in. Let me quickly go over these reads here. Oh, sorry. Let me get that down right there. Hey, guys, listen. Share tickets. Go to www.sharetickets.com. Great prices, no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you get. Even better, use the promo code EOP10 and save yourself 10% off by using the promo code EOP10. Sports, concerts, theaters, you name it, you can use it today. So again, guys, go to sharetickets.com. Go get yourself a nice deal and try to and get involved with sharetickets.com. So with that going on, we have another great sponsor of the show here is our man David Archeri Esquire, working conversation, motor vehicle accident, personal injury, criminal law. Hit up my man David Archeri Esquire, 610-565-0300. Hit him up today. Again, if you're dealing with any of those problems, he can bail you out at any time. And then here goes PhillySportsTrips.com, the ultimate Philly sports trips, guys. If you have been part of the Philly sports trip phenomenon, this is the place you want to go. Go out to San Diego, beautiful out there for Labor Day weekend, and go watch the Phightins Phillies fight for that wild card spot. So that's where you want to go. Hop on there today, book your trip. And again, guys, look, if you guys want to go across the pond for next year, the Phillies are going out there next year. Go book it up today. And if you guys, your Birds, the Eagles, going up opening day, head up to New England, going on 2 trips up to New Jersey, going down to Tampa. They got everything going on. And guys, one more. Dolan's Bar. Go today. Hit up Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue, Ridley Park. Quiz, music, great times, prizes, you name it. They got it. Go there today. You never know who's going to walk through that front door. I hear a lot of Philly sports legends. You know what today? Well, guys, like I said, I appreciate all this feed that's been coming in about the Phils because I'm like the rest of you guys, right? Real fast, I do want to get a couple of these more comments, and I will get right back into this conversation. I appreciate all the comments that are coming in. So, dude, there's been so many comments. I don't even know the last I left off at. So I know it's just. Oh, here we go. Rob also checking in. Thompson was open to help ideas and any suggestions last with the interim, but once he became the full-time manager, he was now selfish and says, "Oh, really? He's not open to suggestions. He was selfish and stubborn. He's not open to suggestions. Not like that was a full-time manager. Wow." Wow, Steve is cracked open the lid here a little bit. Mr. Rude Poo says, "When was the last time we had a home run? We hit a home run. We allow hit. We are allowed them to hit those. Yeah, yeah. So listen, the home runs have been bad. Home runs have been bad. Like I said, Nola is fourth in the league. Mister Rudy Poo, fourth in the league on giving up home runs. Mr. Rob, oh, my man, Mr. Ryan, wants to check in. Everyone says Schwarber only leads. Everyone says that Schwarber only leads off on one time, but still he's the one getting on the most. Yes, he does get on base. You want Stott and Baum hitting 1 and 2 because they are the best hitters. Yes, they are. You want them getting on the most times. Yeah, that's Steve. That look, Ryan, you are talking my language here. You're talking my language. We need them to start being your everyday. I want like them to be a 1-2 hit. I really would. I would love it. Sorry. Here goes my man Steve checking in. Marsh is not an everyday center fielder either. Not a great outfielder. Yeah, he's not a great outfielder. His game sucks. Everyone gets on Schwarber because Schwarber had some bad key drops out there. But you got to talk about Marsh. And like I said, everyone, because Marsh has got this cool swag. I guess he's got the mountain beard, the do rag. I guess everyone gives him the pass, but still, man, you got to hold him accountable. You got to hold him accountable for not, for stinking up in the outfield. So, Mr. Rudy Poo checking again. The biggest downfall of the team this year has been a lack of home runs. Besides Kyle, nobody can hit a dinger. Well, Mr. Rudy Poo, I'm going to touch on that. I get it. And you're right, Mr. Rudy Poo. You're right, Mr. Rudy Poo. Nobody, yeah, and you bring a great point. They should be hitting home runs. There should be hitting more power bats. But you're right. Kyle Schwarber is the only guy can hit. But if they could consistently get on base, I'm fine. Nobody was saying this, though, when Nick Castellanos was on the tear, right? Because he was getting on base. He was driving in the doubles. He was a double machine. And that was fine. Walter checking in again. Phillies strike out 13 times. Bryce 4. Nick Castellanos 3. Yeah, Walter. And, if my man Matty B was running the show, that's the first thing he points out on every one of his shows. It's the strikeout ratio. And he would be pulling out. And look, Matty B's got a nice cone back, brown hair. He'd be ripping his hair out right now for all the strikeouts. And of course, Mr. Rudy Poo checking in again from YouTube. Marsh is really a left fielder. We just play him like he's a center. It doesn't matter. I mean, is it that much of a difference from left to center? I mean, you should be able to play the position. My problem is that this team is not playing good baseball. And like I said, it was just one run. They squeaked by a win yesterday by one run, right? And they lost. They lost to a rookie pitcher. This has been the Phillies' MO all year. It seems like they don't have tape on these guys. They just come out and start swinging the fences. Like I saw Alec Bone tonight. I started scratching my head a little bit. What are you doing swinging that first pitches? And these guys are hacking. Bryce Harper knew you could read his mind that he was hacking at bad pitches tonight. Bad ones. I'm talking about high, low, out the strike zone. Like I said, this kid didn't have a fastball. All he had was a sinker and a curveball, and we couldn't hit it. And I look, listen, we want to get on top. And like I said, you can't. It was all bad. The defense was bad. The starting pitching was bad. The bats were bad. All of it was bad. All of it. And like you know, even Ruben Morrow kind of was touching on it. Like this was horrible. This is not good. So I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. They got to win tomorrow. They have to win. And look, if you win 2-3, that's good, right? And maybe I need a brown paper bag to calm myself, relax, goose, fraba. Everything's going to be okay. And sometimes I got to do that. Sometimes I got to pinch myself to say this Phillies team's going to be okay. But I hope they are. I hope they are. It just sucks, man. This this was a win that slipped away. This was a win that slipped away. This was the win that slipped away off your hands, and it sucks. It sucks. You had a win here, JT Remuto. Poop the bed. This team can't. I don't know. I don't know what goes through their minds. I don't know what goes through their minds when you have bases loaded and you flop. You flop. This team flops all the time. I don't get it. I don't know if they pressure themselves. I don't get it. I'm tired of this. I feel like an idiot wearing this shirt. I mean, that's how stressed out I am. My blood pressure is like this. I mean, you should be trying to read these comments and like blah 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 blah. I'm not like this. I'm usually a composed guy. I just had it. I just had enough. I had enough. I got enough of bad baseball. I've had enough. The Phillies should have been playing better tonight. Should have won this game. The game was right there at the palm of your hands. And you blew it. It sucks because here in Philadelphia, and I appreciate, I don't know where every person who's chimed into the show, I don't know where you guys are from, but you guys are passionate sports fans, and we eat and breathe this game. We even breathe all the teams around the city. You know what I mean? And it sucks when something like this goes down. So let me real fast getting to my man Rudy Poo's comments. He's dropping some good stuff here. Mr. Rudy Poo checks in. There's no scout report. Kevin Long doesn't believe in analytics. Pat, we need a trade tonight. The team needs a boost. I believe. Hey, look. The Rangers did it, right? The Rangers. Hello, Mr. Shores, are you there? You want to come down? So Mr. Shores is already telling you he's trying to win. Yeah, look, the Rangers already made some moves. Already made a major move. The Mets already put a for sale sign on their front door. You know what I mean? You go to a flea market and the Mets are right there giving up good pieces. You know? Mr. Rudy Poo also said, I know the game plan. Chase pitches out the zone and sit on balls in the zone. I wonder what our chase rate is compared to the rest of the team. Dude, I don't know. Dude. It's funny because they do, man. They chase everything out the zone. I don't get it. I don't know if they're trying to play baseball. They're trying to play golf, cricket. What are they trying to do it there? And like I said, Nick Castellanos, to me, I said this on yesterday's post-game show, it looks like the movie Space Jam, where when Charles Barkley is on the court, and you just get the aliens that come up and suck the talent out of them. I feel like that's happened in Nick Castellanos. Like some alien just sucked the talent out of him from the first half of the season of Nick Castellanos to the second half of Castellanos. He looks like a deer in the headlights out there. And maybe that's the wrong term to use, but I'm telling you, I don't know what's happened to this guy. Chasing bad pitches, the plate discipline that hasn't been there. 0 for 9 in this series. 0 for 9. So I quickly want to go over the scoreboard with you guys. And I want to go over this with you. So, again, for all you MLB fans and not just your typical Phillies fans, so hey, let me go over this with you. Marlins win 6-5. Back-to-back wins for them tonight and last night tonight over the Tigers. You had the Orioles picking up a dub over the Yanks, 1-0. You had the Blue Jays beating up on the Angels 4-1. Sorry, sorry, that was Friday's. I'm sorry, I got the wrong date up here. I'm sorry. Excuse me on that one. Let's start at this again. The Nationals are in. It's bottom of the eighth, 8-4 over the Mets. Top of the bottom of the eighth, the Cubbies over the Cardinals, 5-1. You had the Rangers are down. They're in San Diego getting beaten up by the Padres. The Padres winning 4-0. The LA Dodgers heading bottom of seventh over the Reds, 3-2. The Blue Jays, final score. The Blue Jays have won 6-1. The Detroit Tigers have won 5-0 over the Marlins. You have the Pirates, I've mentioned, won 7-6. So it wasn't a blowout. Yeah, Walter, I've corrected that. Anthony, please don't give me a grant check. I don't care. Yeah. Marlins lost. Yeah, I got that. Thanks, Walter. I was looking at yesterday's card. My mistake. I put my wrong notes. The Minnesota Twins losing to the Royals 10-7. You got the White Sox beating up on the Guardians 7-2. You have the Giants beating the Red Sox 3-2. How about this? How about a welcome to the woodshed? How about this? The Houston Astros 17-4 over the Tampa Bay Rays. Woo! Now that's a trip to the woodshed. The Yanks actually won 8-3 over the Orioles. So again, I apologize for reading my wrong notes. The Braves winning 11-5 over the Brewers. The Athletics have won 11-3 over the Rockies, and the Marlins, the Mariners, have lost to the Diamondbacks 4-3. So that's your MLB around the league scoreboard. And again, for you guys, I love the fans. I love since you guys did a great job chiming in with me, losing patience, losing your hair about the Phils. Let me do something for you guys, and that is to go over the standings. In case you guys are wondering what's going on, I haven't kept where are the Phillies, where is everybody being placed. So let me tell you this right now, brother. Right now, you have the Orioles, the Texas, and the Minnesota Twins sitting at the top of their divisions, the East, the West, and Central. You have in the wild card race, you have the Tampa Bay Rays sitting at the top, Houston Astros right there, and then right underneath, and then you got I call it, people don't like when I say this, but the bogus wild card spot. The Toronto Blue Jays have that cover right now, but 2 games out of that is the Boston Red Sox, and 3 games out of that is the New York Yankees. So again, a tight race going on there in the AL. But let's go down to the NL. You have the East covered by the Braves. I like I said, I chalked this. The Braves, here you go. Congratulations. You've won the NL back to back. The NL West is being ran by the Dodgers right now. The NL Central is a battle between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. And of course, the San Francisco Giants and the Phils are it's like I said, this is a dogfight for this for the playoffs. And then right outside of that, you hello, hello, are we there? We had the Diamondbacks and the Marlins are only half game out. So guess what, Phils? Look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder, Phils. No time. No time to fall into a slope. No time to go down this rabbit hole. You don't have time. This is playoff time. Make a move. Make a move. Mr. Rudy Poo said it best. He said it best right here. Make a move right now, Phils. You have to make a move to boost this team up. Now, let me ask you, Mr. Rudy Poo, if you're still watching the program, do you want an arm or do you want a bat? That's what it comes down to. Hopefully, they can get both. Hopefully, Dave Dombrowski makes a big move and get both. You're going to need it. You need to put yourself safely in the driver's seat of this wild card race ahead of everyone else. You want to be battling for that last wild card spot. You have a lot of talent on paper that should be putting you in the driver's seat of the wild card. Not just the wild card. You should be battling right now for the Braves. And I've said this last couple of weeks in a row. I said to my broadcast partner, Michael Lara, and I said this to my producer, Al Safiri. Great guys. But I think last year was a bogus, and they look at me crazy. They look at me with left eye and right eye. I think last year was nothing but a bogus. Because if you have this good of a team, they went on a crazy run, you should be competing for the division, and you're not. You're speaking by trying to get you're fighting for a playoff spot now. That's not what contenders do. Oh, look what the Braves did. They only got into the playoffs and then they foot crumbled. I get that. That happens. But I feel more comfortable knowing that my postseason playoffs are secure. I'm not secure that they're going to get into the playoffs. I can't make we can't make a secure. What are we going to do for the playoffs? We don't know. We don't know if there's going to be a postseason or not. I feel comfortable talking about the Union's postseason, but I don't know about the Phillies. I don't know what's going on. So, guys, like I said, we're coming down the stretch here, man. As far as the regular season, come up, maybe 6-7 more weeks of baseball. A lot can change then, Phils. A lot can change. I hope you get yourself a quality arm. I hope that you get yourself a quality at bat. I don't care that Trey Turner is making buku bucks. Sit him. Sit him. Or pay the bill that you're not making the playoffs the postseason. Pay the bills. You're going to pay the bill if you don't answer. Ring the bell or something needs to happen with these fails. Something needs to happen. A wake-up call. Like I said, we all went nuts because they lost by 1 run. But again, we're getting tired of this. The game was here for the winning. Last night, again, we only won by 2-1. We should have won by 8-1. We had left so many guys. So many guys left on base. So many guys. Like I said, there goes Aaron Nola. Good old knuckle curveball right down over the plate. Straight over the plate. My son Angelo could have cracked a home run off that. Come on. Listen, I want to say thank you so much for chiming in with me, Patrick Bernard. Tomorrow you can catch me 9 a.m. And I want to say one thing too before I let you guys go. I am coming on 6 years of podcasting, 5 years with my Deborah Sports podcast, and To bring it over here to the edge of Philly sports has been a true honor, and I've been really happy with the people I've gotten to work with. I've been honored to work with Al Safiri, Joe Sheeran, and Mike Lara. Mike's been with me. Gus Sumner, he's been with me since the beginning. Austin, the whole plenty of EOP guys here on this great network. Matty B, Joe Chesko, Bill Furman, Dives, Sean Bernard. I got the chance to work with him, and so many people, and even all across all the time. Double G, Garrett Group, Muffler Mike, Sean Slaught, Double S, the People's Champ. Now, I'm so honored and thankful to be part of this great network. Joe, and even Steel Steps guys. I love them all. Joey Woods, Hakeem, Chris Wilson. These guys have been really solid, man. It's been we're a workhorse over here, writing articles faithfully, writing articles, covering games, covering events. That's what we do here. It's the big boys of sports podcast, Philly sports podcast. But anyway, uh, thank you so much for bearing with me tonight. I know it sounded like a little mouth. I had a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of coffee. Uh, and like I said, the Phillies really need to get together, man. They really need to get together. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Al Safiri's got you covered. So, no, I won't be with you guys tomorrow. I will be with you guys tomorrow in the morning. And if you catch me around 9 o'clock tomorrow night right here on the Edge of Philly Sports, I will be talking some lacrosse. So, yeah, it's I'm like a utility belt. I can do lacrosse. I can do wrestling. I can do it all. Union sack, whatever, 4x4. But anyway, thank you guys so much for chiming in with me. I really, truly appreciate all the great comments from all the great people here on the social media world. I want to say thank you, Mr. Rudy Poo. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Steve. Um, this has been a great night tonight. I want to say thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Catch me right here at Edge of Philly Sports. Thank you.